feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn petty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it an FT to get them in their hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like let 'em in, y'all but not let 'em in, they gon' rotate it so I keep the pedaling, started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit, I'm a big bull in this element, yeah, say you gon' pull up then settle it, yeah, I've been married to this hustle, this is my brain, watch I step in it, yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now, have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that, big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that, work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that, had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. Run it, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn petty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it an FT to get them in their hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like let 'em in, y'all but not let 'em in, they gon' rotate it so I keep the pedaling, started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit, I'm a big bull in this element, yeah, say you gon' pull up then settle it, yeah, I've been married to this hustle, this is my brain, watch I step in it, yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now, have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that, big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that, work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that, had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dawg. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in the black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stands. I deserve another 100 bands, I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told him put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride to the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen the rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dawg. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in the black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stands. I deserve another 100 bands, I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told him put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride to the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen the rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving MVP, I got the record. I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something. Cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice. I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma check it like let them in. Y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate it, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend. stepping it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch our touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. Run it, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn patty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like Letterman, y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate it, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit, I'm a big bull in this element, yeah, say you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah, I've been married to this hustle, this is my brain, watch out, step in it, yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch our touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now, have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that, big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that, work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that, had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10 too. Too much. much shit I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stance. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the rest. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till I hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in a big league. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Too much shit I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stance. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the rest. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till I hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in a big league.
We go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I forgot to put my hat on. Bing bong. What is going on, CandleMafia? Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight's show. Tuning in to tonight's show. We got an awesome show for you guys. We're checking out Bitcoin, guys. We're going to be taking a look at these key levels we've been watching. Obviously, yesterday, you guys will know that we were, the live stream title was something like, can we pump to 17K or whatever it was. We knew that we were coming up to very, very key resistance. And if we broke that level of resistance, we would likely get some form of a pump into the 17,000s. We did actually get that pump up to almost 17K. Got real close. Didn't quite tap the actual level, but we did get that little pump to the upside. But now we are playing with a very, very key level. Are we going to be able to hold it as support, or are we just going to lose it and fall back to the downside, potentially making it all the way back down to our range low, which we're going to take a look at in just a second. But I'm going to let you guys know whether I'm leaning bearish or bullish. Do I think we're going to hold this level? Am I not too confident about it? What are the higher time frames doing? We're looking at it all. We're also going to be checking out some of the altcoins. I already got HBAR on the list, guys. I see you guys want to see HBAR. I put it on the list. It's on an actual physical piece of paper. So I hopefully won't forget. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow's going to be a really, really good show. We have a actual tax expert, which is not me. As you guys know, you guys ask me questions about crypto taxes all the time, and I say, hey, listen, not a CPA, not a trained tax professional. I can't give you tax advice, just like I can't give you financial advice. But we will be having on Carlton Dennis tomorrow, who is an actual tax professional, and I already got a bunch of questions from you guys that we are actually going to be asking him tomorrow. I read through the questions. Some of them are really, really, really good. Honestly, better than some of the questions I could have asked. So guys, don't miss tomorrow's show. There's going to be a lot of sauce. If you can't get in there live, I definitely recommend rewatching that one because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about taxes, especially when it comes to crypto. It's such a gray area. We're in the Wild West, and you definitely don't want to owe the tax man. So that is one thing I can say. Definitely pay your taxes. But don't forget about that. That will be happening tomorrow at our usual time. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And then before we jump into the charts here, guys, I do just want to shout out CoinLedger. Speaking of taxes, if you want to make your taxes a little bit easier to do, or I should say a lot easier to do, you could check out CoinLedger. We do have a link in the description down below. We're working together with them to kind of talk about, we're coming up on tax season, right? So CoinLedger basically makes it really, really easy to hook up to your exchanges. It gets all of your buys, all your sells, gets all the information you need. So you can basically spit it out and give it to your accountant or upload it to TurboTax. I believe CoinLedger is a partner of TurboTax, and now we are partnered with CoinLedger. I am going to be using it, and yeah, we will be having some more content about CoinLedger. I'm going to do a video on how to actually use it. It's going to be super, super helpful, I think, and definitely with the Q&A tomorrow with Carlton Dennis, it's going to be super useful. But real quick, I just want to mention, some important things about tax loss harvesting. So I'm going to read this off because I don't want to butcher this at all. Tax loss harvesting is a tax strategy that involves selling assets at a loss to offset capital gains and reduce tax liability. In the context of cryptocurrency, tax loss harvesting can be used to sell cryptocurrency holdings that have decreased in value and realize a capital loss. This capital loss can then be used to offset your capital gains from the sale of other assets, such as stocks, real estate, etc., and reduce the overall tax liability. So you guys probably know about tax loss harvesting, but we're going to be talking about that with Carlton tomorrow. So definitely stick around with that, and shout out to CoinLedger. Thank you guys for working with us. And without further ado, guys, let's say what is up to the Candle Mafia real quick. There you go, Tony D. Shout out for the super chat, man. I do appreciate you. Yeah, putting in the YouTube link for Carlton Dennis's channel. But let's see who we got going on in what we got going on, who we got in the chat. I saw all the OGs in there just chatting it up before the stream. Played a new little song for you guys. You guys seem to like it. Everybody wants to know who makes these songs. Guys, I have to find these songs on royalty-free. They have to be royalty-free, right? But some of these royalty-free artists are getting pretty savage with these songs. They're pretty dope. But shout out to Day Old Profit. I appreciate you for being here. Frankie, flip the switch. Let's get started. Well, here we are. Bing bong. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Creighton, as always, super happy to see you. Still don't know if I'm saying your name right, but what is going on, man? He says, time to cowboy up. Let's go. Shout out to YOLO Baggins in there. I believe that's a Frankie Candles NFT. I'm not associated with it, but hey, Ant Art's NFTs made them. Shout out to Ant Art. But yeah, shout out to YOLO Baggins. Thank you for being here. OG of the channel. Speaking of OGs, we got Brad Guidell. What is going on, man? Mike Bennett. There's 1,000,001 of us. Shout out to Mike. We got Gastop in the chat. What's going on, Gastop? Good to see you here, bro. He says, what's up, Mafia? We got Bud Light, our most famous Candle Mafia member, J-Lo, in the chat. Let's go. I saw Jessica pop in here, which, big news. Guys, Jessica and Mrs. Candles are now friends. It's putting a hole in my wallet. Anyway, Crypto Billy, shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob, Crypto Billy, Tony D, Tyler Durden, Captain Kirk, Rob the Crypto Snob, Crypto Anon, and all the mods that help us out with this channel. I appreciate you guys more than you could possibly imagine. Shout out to Blue Punk Rocker and A-Train and Bullish on Parade. And with all that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my settings real quick and change my ultra-wide monitor to 1080p because every time I do this on my ultra-wide and I don't change it to 1080p, everybody has trouble seeing my screen. So let's go ahead, and now that I fixed that, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Here we are. Why can we not see me? Why does this happen every single time? What is going on? I've disappeared. I've disappeared, guys. I've disappeared. Okay, I'm still over here. What's going on? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there I am. Beautiful. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what button I clicked. But we're here now. Guys, let's take a look at these charts. What is going on? Are we going up? Are we going down? A little bit of scammy price action. I think we did have some kind of CPI news this morning or at 2 p.m. today. We did see we did see a big spike to the upside before a big dump to the downside. And guys, basically what we're looking at here is this is the key level, right? We're going to talk about this in a second, what these trend lines are. I'm actually going to get rid of them for now. What is going on? All right, I'm getting a, what the heck? Okay, cool. Somebody signed me out of YouTube real quick. I hope that did not mess up the stream. I think we are still live. Let me just go ahead and get rid of these lines here. Okay, so let's start off on the higher time frames. Let's go ahead and hide that TA and take a look. Not too much to check in here. One thing I will point out, though, I see I've actually been looking at this for a while. A lot of people starting to look at this as a falling wedge, guys. Depending on how you want to draw this. A lot of people looking at this as a falling wedge, and I would have to agree that is definitely a falling wedge. Obviously, this is a bullish pattern. This will break up more than they break down. This is on the weekly time frame, so this would technically be a pretty bullish signal. But Frankie looks like he's in a Bruce Lee movie. I don't even know what that means. Well, hey, who said that? Who said it? Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, no. Do I have a filter on? I think I have that filter. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. Do we have a filter on here? Oh, boy. Let's see. Oh, boy. Should we put a filter on? I forgot this was open. Let's see. What should we do here? Oh, the money hat. Hey, the money hat. Let's go. Let's go. I like that one. I don't know. I might have a filter on. Something might be glitching. I don't know. I didn't think I did. But the cam looks dead. What? Can you guys not see me? I don't know what's going on. Where's Jessica? Jessica's here. Audio and video isn't in sync. Really? That is interesting. Let me try and go ahead and fix that. Let's see. That's not good. All right. Let me see if I can fix that for you guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Huh. It won't even refresh. I don't know what's going on here. What is happening? Yeah, we can see you. Okay, your mouth is moving at a different time than what we hear. What is going on? Everything was laggy, audio to video. That is correct. Looks funny. It's working fine for me. It's fine for me. Oh, okay, interesting. It's in sync on my end. Okay, all right, maybe we're good. I'm going to keep going, guys. Hopefully that fixes itself. Oh, my God, chat going nuts. Slight delay. Okay, hopefully that gets back. Okay, hopefully I fixed it. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to keep going on. Give me a bunch of red emojis if we start, going crazy and it's, like, affecting the TA. Let me know. I'll try to fix it. Your calves are moving with your mouth. Yeah, it's because I'm tapping my leg. My calves are pumping, guys. It will mess up my sync with my audio. But actually, you know what? It might actually help for me to close some of this stuff here. Okay, I think that should be a little bit better. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay, Dave Digital trying to fake me out. I was waiting for it, Dave. I see you. I see you too. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I see you in there, brother. Chemistry with the potty mouth. Oh boy, what did Chemistry say? Neil, Tom, I see you guys. Shout out to Brad and Dave Digital. But let's continue on here, guys. I don't want to get too sidetracked. We do have somewhat of a falling wedge here. That would technically be a bullish pattern. Obviously, we're in a bear market, not expecting things to just go up in a straight line anytime soon. But Anonymous in the chat, shout out after we damp it. Let's go. Pamp it after we damp it. Let's go. Shout out to Anonymous. But yeah, Jen says hi, Frankie. Shout out to Dustin Shasky. Jen says hi. Who is Jen is my question. Shout out to Jen. I love you, Jen. We're good friends, I guess. Shout out to Jen. Anyway, but looking at this falling wedge, guys, this is a bullish pattern. A decent that is popping up on something like the weekly, especially that we are coming down to such strong support, right? If we come down to a different time frame, obviously this line here at about, essentially 17K. This is the retest of the previous all-time high. So this would be a really good place to have a falling wedge, go into. Especially, we also do have the bullish divergences, higher lows on your momentum waves here, as you can see. Trying to draw a straight line here, it's kind of hard. But yeah, you can see your higher lows with your lower lows on price on top of a falling wedge pattern, which would be bullish. It would be a decent spot to get a big, or at least somewhat of a decent bounce, right? So just wanted to point that out. I saw TJ brought an article up in the Blockchain Basement show. So I just wanted to touch on that because I never really brought it up. I have been looking at it. So that falling wedge is interesting, especially when accompanied with the bull divs and sitting right on top of that previous all-time high, or, at least obviously we wicked up to about 20K, but that body closed closer to where we're at right now. So this would be a decent spot to get, if not to have the bottom come in, even if the bottom's not in, it will be a good place to get a bounce, especially with the accompanying of those two bullish confirmations being the falling wedge and that divergence. So not 100%, but it is looking better. It's looking more good than bad, at least, generally speaking. Let's see. Yeah, John Connor says, do you put much weight in the 4-year cycle when you're doing your TA? Yeah, I do believe in the 4-year cycle, but I'm not one of those people that is like I don't hold it as like the almighty. I am not, if we see something absolutely crazy happen in this market, we could see that 4-year cycle break. So I'm not just going to sit here and pretend like, there's no chance that the 4-year cycle will, break. So I will accept if it breaks, but I do take it into account, right? So I will take it into account until it is broken. There's no reason to expect something different to happen until it does, right? The 4-year cycle has repeated itself a few times now, and it would make a lot of sense for it to happen again. But yeah. Okay. So here we go. Continuing on. Hopefully that clears up that question. I definitely do pay attention to the 4-year cycle. I do think it is actually a thing. I think the halving does have a lot to do with when these bull runs start and why these bull runs start. It makes a lot of sense. It causes a supply shock when you have the halving. Essentially, it's pretty simple, right? Like when something gets harder to create, it in turn becomes more rare, and when something becomes more rare, it will go up in value typically, right? So there you go. Okay, here we go. No problem, John. Hopefully that clears it up for you. What is going on in chat right now? Arguing with a mod about becoming a mod. That guy, I don't even know what's going on. But let's go ahead and continue on here. So I just wanted to point that stuff out on the higher time frames. Looking at the 4-day is now printing that green dot. So very interesting stuff. You guys will know we've been talking about these higher time frames starting to look like they want to get a push to the upside. Just with these momentum waves making higher lows, we also have money flow starting to curl up. And again, we are at that very, very critical level of support on, when we're zoomed out here, that is a very critical level of support to be looking at. So if we're getting a green dot here on the 4-day, that would be a decent sign. Your 3-day as well, also printing a green dot. However, we are still crossing into the red with the money flow, which would be more of a bearish look. But you'll see as we start moving down these time frames, it does look like it's kind of wish-washy here. We're in the green. We're back in the red. Just yesterday, we were coming into getting a crossover into the green on the 4-hour. And then I think on some exchanges, maybe on this chart, I think we are back in the red now. We have a red dot on the 4-hour. We're back in the red. So the mixed signals are out there, guys. That's why I'm being very, very careful about entering trades in the middle of this range. I would much rather like to come up to this value area high to look for shorts, or come down much lower to look look for longs. I don't typically like taking trades at the bottom or in the middle of a range. It's a much more confident trade, as you guys know, to short the lows or short the highs and long the lows. We come down to the value area low, we look for longs. Come to the value area high, we look for shorts. And then obviously targeting the POC in either direction with hopes of potentially making it all the way to the other end of the range, if that makes sense. So, you can get trades off the middle of the range, but I typically don't. I typically would rather wait for a more clear top or bottom. But just to point out the mixed signals here, we're in the green. Now we're crossing back into the red. Also, another thing to realize here is we are now printing. Well, let's continue on. We'll get to that in a second. Daily VWAP is continuing to come up here. 2-day green dot is still printing. So now we do have a 2, a 3, and a 4-hour green or 4-day green dot printing, which would be pretty. Dave Digital, the mod god, what is going on in the chat right now? IN Fonti. I don't know. In Fonti. I don't know how to say your name. I'm very careful about those names. I know you're not trolling me because you're in here a lot, but I am very careful with these names sometimes. Sometimes people troll. Shout out to Dixon. Fell for that one real bad. But anyway, you got, if you know, you know. So continue they say that the 4-day looks interesting on ETH and Bitcoin, and I would definitely agree with that green dot. The higher low on your momentum wave, showing that momentum may want to roll to the upside just a bit here. And again, I cannot unsee that falling wedge at critical support. But moving on here, coming on down to our daily. Our daily is still, that VWAP is still looking strong. This is likely to start to curve down. In my opinion, we'll have to wait about an hour exactly to see what happens with this VWAP. But this thing is coming straight up. But the money flow is not really coming up too aggressively. Kind of just flat with your money flow. So be careful out there, guys. The signals are mixed, right? A lot of times, there are trades that I am very confident in. And then there are trades where, you want to be a little more tight on the risk management, right? And with the trade at the POC like this right now, if you are looking for any longs or shorts, either way, I would be very careful. Very hard to read in the middle of the range, especially with all these mixed signals. 16-hour, you could see VWAP came down, got support. Money flow still in the green, so that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and hide this TA real quick. Coming down to your 10-hour and your 8-hour VWAP starting to roll over, so this is looking like we are starting to cool down. But you want to remember, this is kind of the case we were in yesterday, even though we were expecting that pump up to about 17K, which we did get. It did actually look like we were going to cool off on the 10-hour here with that red dot. Then we got that immediate VWAP flip. The VWAP barely came below the 0 line right here, and it flipped right back up, printing a red dot and then an immediate green dot before we got that little rip to the upside. So just be careful of the VWAP flips because we do have money flow coming up. Now, in the premium Discord, we were in an OP short, which we did actually hit our first take profit. I don't have the actual trade open here, the entry and the exit or anything like that, but I do believe it was this move down here. We hit our, no, this is not that move. The move was, I believe, over here. So we shorted it, came down. I believe this was our take profit. I have to pull up the actual trade. I think it was this move here. Pulled that, hit our first TP, and then boom, absolutely ripped to the upside. Got stopped out after we hit our first take profit. But I was mentioning that I'm being careful with the shorts, right? And the reason I'm being careful with the shorts is because of the way the money flow looks on, number one, the 4-hour. We were coming up and we were crossing into the green. However, on this chart, we're now back in the red. On this chart, we're still in the green. So super mixed signals. But this is what was making me be a little careful with that OP short. It doesn't look too bad, right? 5-hour money flow also looking pretty good. Your 6-hour money flow is definitely coming to the upside. This actually doesn't look too bad either. However, you are a bit overbought here, so I'd be careful. But yeah, when you get money flow coming up like this, it typically does, it is more of a bullish sign, right? Now you have your VWAPs cooling off, so it's likely that you'll come down first before dragging that money flow back up with it into the green. So you might get something like this. VWAPs come down a little bit. You come back into the red with the money flow, but then when that VWAP comes back up, the money flow could come back up with it. So being very careful right now, guys, as far as the trades go. However, as we come down to these lower time frames, we do have some interesting stuff popping up on the 2-hour. We not only have a bearish divergence right here with money flow starting to roll out. You can see right here, bear div, right here. And then I believe we do have another bearish, potentially. This is a close one. Another slight bear div just locally right here between this top. And then you have the more macro one from this top to this top. But you do have that with the money flow coming out on your 2-hour. Money flow also coming out on your 1-hour with a bearish divergence confirmed on the 1-hour as well. VWAP is coming back up, so be careful for some retracements potentially. And we could talk about where we may actually pull back to on the, or pull back up to on these retracements, but I would just be careful with those VWAPs coming up. However, that 2-hour bear div is confirmed, and then your 3-hour bearish divergence is also printing right here, so that is definitely more of a bearish sign. And we have the 4-hour red dot. And if we come down to our lower time frames here, this is, guys, rough to read right now, right? So we have all that bearish stuff. We got bear divs happening, popping up on the medium time frames or medium hourly time frames, the red dot on the 4-hour, and then we have our money flow in the 10-minute coming up into the green, and then we have our 12-minute also coming up into the green. Our 15-minute is actually coming into the red, though. So this, between all of that stuff, typically is a pretty good sign that we are going to come down, which would make the reason I'm not as confident in this actually playing out. Not saying it can't, but if we were up here at this resistance level at about $1760 or $17,060, this would be a much more confident trade for me. The signs are there. It does look like we could cool off here a good bit. However, we are continuing to just kind of stick on this POC, which makes a lot of sense, guys, because this is the area where the most volume was traded. And it's the middle of our value area, right? You have to remember what the value area is. Obviously, the area between the value area low and the value area high is considered your value area, right? But basically, all this is the fair price for Bitcoin. This is the agreed upon fair price for Bitcoin. This is where price wants to trade inside of this box for the most part. And typically, when you're in a range like this and you deviate from that range, it is likely that you get sucked back into that range. You can see we got sucked out here, sucked back in towards that POC. The POC acts as a magnet. So you pop up, POC gets sucked back, you get sucked back down towards that POC. You come back up, you get sucked back down towards that POC. You stick to that POC and get a tight range right here. You get sucked out all the way up here, but you get sucked back into the value area. Like I said, this is where price wants to trade, at least for the time being. You come right back down to that POC, then you get stuck underneath it, reject it, and your next stop, is going to be that value area low. And then we came up here and stuck on this POC basically for the entire holiday, right? So we were stuck on this, and that's common, right? The point of control being the area where the most volume was traded will act as a magnet. This is where price wants to trade. So we may just get some scammy price action here, similar to what we did right here. We kind of pumped up, and then we came down, and then we kind of stuck to it, then we lost it, then we came up, we held it at support, then we lost it, and we're like, oh my God, now we're coming back up. We're stuck on the PLC for days, and then boom, we come up, and we come back down, and then we lose it. So we could get some of that happening right now, and that might be why the signals are a little confusing. But with that money flow coming out on that 1 hour, the bear div confirmed on the 1 hour, the 2-hour bear div confirmed, the 3-hour bear div printing, and your 4-hour printing that red dot, it would be likely on a technical level, just looking at these signals, for us to come down a bit here. But I am being very careful because of the way the money flow looks. So sometimes, I say this all the time, guys, sometimes you come on here and it's super easy to read. If we were streaming and we were tapping this level with bull divs on the 4-hour, that is where you're saying, hey, very like this is a pretty confident, signal that we could be getting a move to the upside. But right now, especially because we're in the middle of the range, sticking to the POC, these bearish signs are popping up, but I'm just being careful. I'm not saying I'm not going to get into any trades. I'm just saying I'm being very careful. Tight stops. When I'm in profit, I'm taking profit. I'm moving my stop loss to my entry very quickly, treating everything as a scalp, and then if it goes your way, you'll get a grand slam. If it flips around and stops you out, you'll get stopped out in profit, right? Small win, small win, small win, big win. Small loss, small win, small loss, small loss, small win, giant win, right? That's what you want. That's kind of how you want to treat it, right? All right. So I have absolutely no metrics on my end here, guys. I don't know how many likes we have. I don't know how many viewers we have because my thing is frozen for some reason. I'm trying to refresh it. It just won't work. But we have X amount of people in the live stream right now, maybe 500, maybe 600, maybe 592. I don't know. But smash that like button if you have not already, because at the end of the stream, for every 100 likes we get, we're spinning that wheel of pain and pleasure where, shout out to Crypto Billy, you will have a chance to win one of Ben's free books. We have a bunch of Ben's books to give away. Crypto Billy donated them to the channel. So stick around. Every 100 likes we get, we spin that wheel, and every spin it will either give you a chance to win a book for free or win some free crypto. We will announce the winners on Friday. We got 587. Ooh, I was close. 232 likes. All right, cool. Let's run it up to 550, and we'll spin that wheel 15 times. Let's go. 550 likes. We'll spin the wheel 15 times, and then we'll probably give away all the books, and we'll probably give away all our crypto, and I'll be broke for the rest of my life. But I'll do it for the Candle Mafia. I don't care. All that dirty talk, save it. Oh, hey, shout out to Crypto Sauce. Oh, let's see. +1 to Crypto Billy for being so nice to donate the books to those who can use. Yeah, Crypto Billy is the man. Shout out to Crypto Billy. I really appreciate you, bro. You really are. You're the man. Frankie, are we feeling bullish on those Cavs? I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna do the spank test. It's like a 6 out of 10 jiggle wise. Firmness. 9 out of 10, as always. Juiciness? 10 out of 10 juiciness. Shout out. I don't even know who said that. Shout out. Save the dirty talk for Blockchain Basement. Save the calf picks for Blockchain Basement. Shout out to Crypto Sauce. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to T3. Dude, can you do Adam? Yes, we will take a look at Adam. That is on the list. Can I get a book about something? Yes. Mikey. Shout out to Mikey L. Let's see. Do you trade sessions? Yeah, somewhat. I will trade New York session for the most part. I don't pay too much attention to them in crypto, to be honest with you. Obviously, you get a lot of volatility on New York Open. That's why it's such a good time to trade, because you could get these you get big moves in either direction. A lot of volatility. Usually, you get fake out move and then the real move, or get 2 fake out moves, whatever it is. You get a lot of volatility. Price moves. That's all we need, right? I don't really care if it goes up or down. I just look at the chart in the morning and say, hey, looks like it's going up, or it looks like it's going down. I'm going to bet on that. But yeah, I don't pay too much attention to them. But yeah. We'll check Sand too. Sand, H-Bar, and Adam will be on the list today. But let's continue on here, guys. Key levels remain exactly the same, right? Because when we zoom out here, things are not as exciting as, we like to think, right? We got that. This is, it's funny. Everyone's like, oh my God, did you see that pump last night? And I'm like, yeah, it's like almost 2%. Like, just zoom out here. Look at what we are excited about, right? Like, when you zoom out, it's like you can't even see the candles. It's like essentially no move. When you zoom in, like, we are essentially just moving sideways, guys. Like, even these moves are not that big. This is just like a giant range. So these little pops up and down are exciting in a bear market, but as of right now, guys, we are holding this critical level, the point of control, coming in at about 16,808, and this is the level, right? Like, if we could crack above this and decisively hold support here, this is where we could likely see a move up to that value area high, coming in at 1760, right? And I mean, we've been talking about this for days. We just haven't really had much price action. But we could wind up getting something like this where, oh wow, we've been holding, oh, we lost it. Like, oh, we've been holding above. Are we going to get the move to the value area high? And then you just lose it, right? But we'll see signs of that happening, right? You could see here as we hung up on top of this POC, you could see we had money flow coming out here amongst other signals that were letting us know that we'd probably lose that there. And then same thing here, right? Same thing here. You see we have money flow coming out as we start to lose this level and come back down to that value area low. And then once we got to the value area low, we definitely had some bullish signals here to go long to ride up to the POC. And you guys know, I say this all the time, this is why I use value areas, volume profiles so much. It's because of how predictable it makes price action. It's because I know when we come down here, it's a good thing to look for longs because if you can get your bullish confirmations, you know that you are likely to at least get a move up to your POC, which obviously, you would have gotten this move up and then you would have came down, you would have gotten all nervous, right? But it's never clean, but you know it's likely that you come back up to your POC. And then we never touched it, but we never touched it and we came down, but what happened? We finally came up to touch it. So it might be messy, but when you come down to a value area low with bullish confirmations, you know that where price is likely to go. Not 100% of the time, but you know where you are likely to go. So this is why the volume profiles are so helpful. I talk about it time and time again. If the yellow X, it's what? The yellow X means manipulation to the downside for the most part. I actually think it could potentially mean manipulation to the upside as well. I've just never seen that happen. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure I've heard CryptoFace say that it could actually mean manipulation of both sides. Maybe I heard someone else say it, but I've only seen it I've only seen it signal manipulation to the downside. All right, let's see. It's messy when I touch my POC. Shout out to Mike. Jiren, what is going on? Jiren, I appreciate you for being here, man. FOMO Sapien says show ETH. Let's go. Yeah, Creighton says this range stinks. Yeah, I know. It's really it's getting quite boring, right? And then we have ranges inside the ranges. We got this range, right? Inside of this range, and then you got this range inside of the bigger range, and then it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's all sideways, but hey, if you're looking at these ranges, there is money to be made, especially if you know where price is going to go when you lose these certain levels or when you have support on certain levels. Boom, you come down here, you get your bullish confirmations, you're going for almost a 3% move, and that's what you're expecting. You come up to the value area high, you are expecting to potentially come down to that POC, and a 1.4% move with a little bit of leverage. If you know what you're doing, don't use leverage if you're new to trading. But that's a good way. Easy. There's money to be made in these ranges. Don't get me wrong. Let's see. Adil Hussein, shout out to you. Thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate it. He said, could BTC be pumping because of all the ETH stuff going on with SBF and hackers switching to ETH? Most of the talk nowadays seems to be ETH Classic Pump 2. Potentially, really hard to tell that, at least by looking at these candlestick charts. But definitely not impossible. But shout out to Adil. I really do appreciate that super chat, man. Yeah, very, very hard. It could very hard to see or very hard to tell from looking at the charts, to be 100% honest with you. Let's see. More than likely, yes, there's nothing pointing to a push to 20K. 20K, 525 to 5 is what minutes suggest. Oh, I got you. What minutes suggest will be the final resting spot. Yeah, I would agree. Bud Lightyear says, wait, what SBF stuff with ETH? Oh boy, I'm getting involved in this book giveaway. It's not available to the UK, so I am so wishing this comes in. Shout out to Adil. Hey, I'm rooting for you, Adil. We're rooting for you. You are the one we're rooting for in this week's giveaway. Shout out to you, man. BTC got red dots on higher time frames, but it's still pumping. So will it sink overnight? Yeah, well, I wouldn't call these high, it's on the 2, 3, 4 hour. They are medium hourly time frames. What you want to pay attention to for the bigger move is the higher daily time frames. These could take a lot of time to play out. Green dot on your 2-day, green dot on your 3-day, green dot on your 4-day as well. Not confirmed, but if these confirm, you also have money flow coming up on your 4-day. If these confirm, this is what you would want to look for a bigger move to the upside. However, in the shorter term, these red dots and bear divs we're getting on the between the 1 and the 4 hour could definitely bring us down, especially because we have money flow coming out on the lower time frames here. 24-minute also coming out. Your 1 hour is getting pretty close to coming out as well. Okay. Oh, God. Anonymous said, I'll do you a deal on a book. Anonymous, this is why you're the funniest CandleMafia member. I don't know if anyone else got that, but I did. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to a deal. But anyway, let's continue. Billy, I need you in my life, baby. Wick, let's go. Shout out to Wick. But yeah, guys, this is what we're looking at. If we can hold above this POC, that's where we're looking for that move to about $17,050. Again, levels remain essentially the same. If we do get a move down, I would be keeping an eye on this local golden pocket /786 fib level coming in between about 16,740 and about 16,680. These are the levels that, if we get a move down and it's not going to be a catastrophic meltdown, this is where I would be looking, if you were in a short, we'll just, let's just say for some reason, I'm not saying too short right now. I want to be clear. I'm not saying to get into a short. I'm not saying not to get into a short, but this is sometimes I'm a little sarcastic when I show setups on the stream. I give some freebies away, and I'll be like, not a trade call, guys. Definitely not a trade. But this is actually this is just hypothetical. Seriously, there's no hidden messages here, and I can't give you trade calls. So we're not financial advisors over here. But I'm just, if you were, say, in a short. This would be, it doesn't matter, wherever you want to have your stop loss set. But this would be a decent level to maybe, it's not even a 1% move. So, maybe not even the best place. But, we are likely to potentially get caught up at this level a little bit. So it might be a good place to either, move your stop loss down a little bit or take a little profit. But again, I'm not saying too short here. I'm just saying if you did, next levels, right? If we're not going to get a complete meltdown to the bottom of the range, this would likely be the first place where you'd get some form of bounces from. Even if you're going to break through them, you might kind of get clung up on these levels. Maybe you come down, you bounce, you bearishly reject, you kind of just bounce around here a little bit. Whether you're going to rip up this way or rip down that way, this is likely going to give you a little you're going to get caught up here a little bit, most likely. All right, so moving on, guys, those are the levels. Everything really remains the same. I'll pull up the VPVR real quick, see if we can find, pull up Lux Algo as well, and then pull up the VPVR. Yeah, this POC does have, you're probably, likely next stop to the downside would be this local golden pocket. You also have the confluence here with this big high volume node here. If you lose this high volume node, maybe you come fill this gap here. I would watch this level as well. About 16,580 would be another level I'd be watching. Pulling a little bit more of a macro local golden pocket. Yeah, there you go. You got the fair value gap right there, which you guys know price does like to come fill those gaps sometimes. Come fill this one, and then come down and come fill this one. But this will be another level to watch. So major levels I'd be watching for some support would be about 16,725 and 16,570. And then you have your 786 down here at about 16,457. So there you go, guys. There are some levels to be watching. Again, the real important level is the POC. If we lose this, we might just cling around here. But if we lose it decisively, not looking good, maybe headed back to the bottom of the range. If we hold it and get back above here with gusto, it might be time to start moving towards the value area high. And then just pulling up that VPVR one more time because I do want to zoom out and show you guys a few things here on the visible range. Zooming out a little bit, one thing to realize here is that, we did get caught, yeah. So volume falls off pretty aggressively, right? We do have the value area high at $17,060. And then right above that, you will notice, 17,150 is another level to watch. 17,300 would be another level to watch as well, just zooming out here. But once we get out of this macro range, guys, basically, once we, 18K, you break 18K, just notice the volume gaps is all I'm really saying is there's a pretty decent volume gap here. So, why do I keep getting signed out of the YouTube channel? I don't know why that's happening. It's quite frustrating. Anyway, once you get, just take a look at this volume gap. If we break about 17.3, which is going to be some pretty serious resistance, we will be coming into this low volume gap, which could make for some pretty serious moves to the upside. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that volume profile because, this is where you potentially get that move up to the level that we've been looking at, in the recent past at about 19,160, which is the point of control of this previous range we were trading in for what felt like it forever, right? So this bear market vibe has basically been, just big dump, right? Big dump followed by the most boring price action ever, right? So just big dump, boring price action, Big dump, boring price action. A little bear market rally, back to boring price action. Big dump, boring price action. Little bit of a rally, boring price action, right? So it's just the same thing. It's bear flag after bear flag after bear flag. It's just pretty obnoxious. Tony Rogers in the chat. What is going on, bro? Alex O Crypto. What is going on, brother? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Could you please do Solana? We could try to take a look at Solana. All right, let's see. I keep remembering Frankie said yellow X's don't immediately play out. Yeah, Drew Berry, a lot of times, not always. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes they do play out pretty dramatically, pretty quickly. But you can kind of see here, sometimes they do foreshadow big moves into the market, right? A lot of times, just this little local move here, you'll get a yellow X, a little scam pump to the upside, and then an absolute dump. But then you could also argue that this yellow X was kind of foreshadowing this bigger trend to the downside, and then this massive dump. So sometimes they can foreshadow, and then sometimes they hit like this blood diamond where it just pops up and it just bleeds. So, nothing plays out exactly the same. That's why, just there's really nothing that time staring at the charts, time going back and using the bar replay mode and just watching price action go through. Guys, this is one of the most helpful things I've ever done when I was learning is go into your bar replay mode and just go back and watch how price behaves. Test your strategies like this, but you could just see how price behaves. I actually recommend getting an indicator that points out different sessions like New York Open, London Open, and all that. And then you could see what price does, and you'll notice patterns like, oh, hey, when New York Open happens, we usually get the really scammy move at pre-market, and then we get another move when the actual 9:30 market opens. And you just watch the market play. Just watch it play out, and there's just you get a true understanding of how price moves, what stop hunts look like, right? You get an idea of typically at this time at New York Open, there's usually a big stop hunt before the actual move. So this is something that you can learn by just going into bar replay mode and watching price action play out. And you can do this while testing strategies. I've done this a lot where you go back and you actually test your strategies in bar replay mode, and then you wind up waiting for the signals. If say your signal is you're looking to short, right, and you're only shorting when you're in the red with the money flow or whatever, what have you. You're watching price kind of play out, and then you see your money flow come out. It's just a good way to kind of learn the quirks of the actual price action. So there you go, a little bit of sauce for you, a little bit of sauce for you. But continuing on here, guys, those are the levels I'm watching. Nothing really has changed too dramatically here. Things are essentially remaining. Essentially remain the same. What just happened to? I'm gonna go ahead and do a bunch of undos here. I don't know what happened to my levels. Okay, I lost some of my. Oh yeah, I don't know why this line disappeared. All right, well I'll just put it back. Anyway, go ahead and change it to value area low. Bada boom. Okay, so. These are levels we're watching, guys. Those local Fibonacci levels that we were looking at, pull it from the actual low to this high. That's how I got that more macro fib level. Little boom, little boom. These are levels that I would be looking for. And then that other one is pulled from this low to this high. So just some levels. If we do get a big move down, these are levels that you would likely find a bounce if you were looking for retracements to get into a short or what have you. Do the undo dance. You guys should have seen me hitting the stanky leg on right before the stream when we were listening to those new songs. By the way, today's energy is brought to you by Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. By the way, we are branding this. That's why you see the C on the can. Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. We put the C for the cactus. Definitely not another type of energy drink. All right. Here we go, guys. Continuing on, let's go ahead and show ETH. Let's go ahead and show ETH. I'm going to have to chug this Aztecian Cactus Moss Water because I am feeling a little bit tired right now. But let's go ahead and open up ETH. Let's check chat real quick. I am absolutely no expert. Something about Litecoin today catches my eye. Jamar, we will take a look at Litecoin today. No problemo. Mikey says, any good shorts left to look at after the fall of SBF, Sol, GNT, etc.? There are always shorts if you're looking at low enough time frames. There will be shorts to be had at the bottom. But As of right now, we'll take a look at some of the altcoins, see if we can find any setups. But as of right now, I am not in any short positions right now. I don't typically like trading in the middle of a range. It doesn't mean you can't short in the middle of a range and make money, though. Let's see. Mods, can you please add Filecoin to the list of alts? Shout out to Jesse. What is going on, Jesse? Thank you for being here. All right, let's see. 6 green candles on Algo daily chart. Hey, Algo's doing pretty good lately. Moss water sounds delicious. Absolutely. Shorting GMT. I am not shorting GMT. Shout out to Mikey L. Let's see. Matic. We could take a look at Matic for sure. Let's see. Matic. Yeah, Matic is a crowd favorite right now. Now I'm in the mood for my filtered Rocky Mountain goat tears. Whoa. Hey, shout out to Brad. Oh God! Shout out to Brad. I like that. Filtered Rocky Mountain goat tears. I love that. Yeah. Dusto says POCs suck to trade unless it's naked. That makes sense. It sounds like you're making a joke, but you're not. I know. But yeah. That's why I typically don't really trade. I don't trade in the middle of the range. Like I said, I do like to. I would rather come up to the actual range high or the actual range low. They're much higher probability trades. If I did get a decent signal here, which we actually, AVAX too. But yeah, at the middle of not saying that you can't short this, right? If you're getting, bearish confirmations, you could get shorts here, but I just rather wait for higher probability setups. Shout out to Jake Watts. Tweaky candles. We're not even tweaking yet, bro. We're not even tweaking yet. I just got started here on the Aztec and Cactus Moss Water. Also, guys, that Aztec and Cactus Moss Water is the key to my full, not patchy beard. As you guys can tell, clearly, this is the thickest beard you've ever seen. Anyway, LDO, Crypto Pollo. I'm going to write it down. LDO, we'll take a look. I'm actually not going to write it down because I don't have a pen, but I will try to not forget. Show ETH. Here we go. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Boom. Here we go. We do now have spider lines on our ETH chart, which I am maybe going to make a video about tomorrow because they are respected. So, all right, let's go. I will preface this. These are not, CryptoFace was the originator of the actual spider lines, but these are spider lines that I just drew on ETH. But they do work. They are very, very respected, as you can see. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Boom. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. Take a look at the daily, pointing out that little low volume gap. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on. All right, so on Ethereum, we do have, God, look at these VWAPs are just flying to the upside. Absolutely insane. ETH peaking out at about 1268. G-Man in the chat. What is going on, G-Man? Thank you for being here. Bitcoin Chicken, what's up, bro? All right, so peaking out at about 1270. We are above that POC right now, at least on the daily chart. We'll have to zoom in to get a better view. But we do have a bit of confluence here. This POC, this POC is in decent confluence with this spider line. But VWAP is flying to the upside. We'll have to see it in about 28 minutes if we can get this thing to roll back to the downside or start to cool off. 16 hours starting to roll over. 12 hour also VWAP starting to roll over. But money flow still looks pretty decent, I will say. Your 10 hour money flow crossover into the green is still valid, but your VWAP is rolling back over, indicating a potential cool-off period. Same thing on your 8 hour as well. Again, be careful of these VWAP flips. You see we have one right there, red dot, green dot. You got that little VWAP flip. Barely came below that zero line, so you got to be careful about those. But VWAP is coming back down, so we may cool off a little bit. 6 hour, looking to print that red dot. 5 hour and 4 hour now printing that red dot. No bear divs, but coming down to your lower time frames, such as the 10-minute here. 10-minute money flow generally working its way down. Let's see, 12-minute generally working its way down. 15-minute generally coming out, right? So when you got those 4 hour, 5 hour red dots, 6 hour almost printing a red dot, But you got that 4 and 5 hour red dot printing with the lower time frames, having that money flow come out. It does typically give us a move to the downside. So yeah. Some levels of support that I would watch. Let's pull some levels on this thing so we know what to be looking for if we do get a move to the downside. You can see here we do have a low volume gap. We are sitting right above this level here, but if we lose this level, right, we got a little bing, a little bong, a little bing, a little bong. If we lose this level, looking at that volume gap, we could get a quick move. Granted, you do have that spider line, which you would likely find support at, and that is coming in at about $1,240. But that would be your first level of support that I would be looking at is that spider line. However, if you lose that spider line, probably going to be working your way down to about 1234 and even come back down to potentially retest that POC at about 1216. Let's see. Bada boom. Is ADA at $8 still realistic for 2025? I will say this. Price predictions like that are, I take them with a grain of salt, right? Because there's only so much you can do to try to predict the price, right? A lot of people will try to just make these wild price predictions, right? And you could kind of do that and try to think like, well, it might go to its back to its previous all-time high, and then if it goes higher than its previous all-time high, but that's like, it's like you want to take that with a grain of salt because there's so much that can happen between now and when that all-time high would come in. But it's just, it's hard. You can't put too much weight on that. So, it's very hard for me to say if that's viable or not. I would, very, very hard to say. Very hard to say. Let's see. Bada boom. Let's check on chat. Bada boom. Got time for Poils LDO. Yes, no problem. What's poppin', mob? Artie Wolf in the chat. What is going on, bro? I appreciate you. Let's see. Do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to those 16,750 before it tries the 17,150? Based on what you're looking at, we'll take a look at that in a second, Dan. Let's see. Bada boom. Bada boom. Gotta call my mama. Shout out to Wick. Shout out to you, bro. Let's see. Boom. All right, let's see. Jessica in the chat. What is going on, Jessica? Let's see. Bada boom. Sheep to $10. LFG. Let's go. Dave Digital. Let's see. Check Soul. BTC filling fair value gaps. Let's go. Shout out to Anonymous. Bing bong. Let's go. Will my dirty underwear be worth $150 when I'm famous? Mike Bennett. Mine are still worthless. But I'm not really famous, I don't think. But let's see. ETC for the sniper. I could do that for you, brother. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. So levels I would be looking at would be that spider line. If we lose that spider line, I'd be looking down to that POC coming in at about 1214. And then, again, that is going to be a very important level to hold. If we lose that level, we could be coming down towards the value area low, which will be coming in right here at about 1150. Very important level. 1150 is going to be an important level. And then, again, looking very similar to Bitcoin as far as the signals. 4-hour red dot, 3-hour red dot confirmed, 5-hour red dot is printing, 6-hour red dot is on its way, right? So, but money flow still doesn't look horrible, guys. So be careful with the shorts. The money flow doesn't look too bad on the medium hourly time frames. And when combined with the higher daily time frame green dots that are printing, they can wind up playing out. However, they're not confirmed yet. So, guys, how long have we been going for here? Let's see. Oh, no, we're frozen. We're frozen. Let's see. There we go. Oh, God, we're running a little bit late. Let's hit those altcoins, guys. I'm going to read off. All right, boom. HBAR, Atom, Solana, ETC. Sniper wanted to see ETC. I could do that for you, my man. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not frozen. ETH can hit 30K. Our grandkids will have to let us know when it does. Shout out to Crypto Sauce. That's the thing, man. Price predictions are speculative. They are very speculative, and there's really nobody out there that, granted, someone can make a price prediction, right? I could say, next cycle, next bull run, ETH's going to hit 12K, right? That might happen. And if that happens and I'm right, great. But you have to understand that there's really nothing that anyone out there has that they can say, ETH's definitely hitting 12K next, ETH's definitely hitting 12K next bull run. 100%, hands down, it's impossible for it not to be. If people are telling you that, run away from them. They're going to get you wrecked. No one knows 100% what is going to happen, even though some people might make you feel like that. So just understand that. Someone could tell you, hey, ETH's going to go to 12K next bull run. Here's why I think that. But if they're telling you this is why I know that, run away. Nobody knows. That's a common misconception. Just because you're on YouTube does not mean you know some secret, we do have a crystal ball. CandleMafia does have a crystal ball. We'll say that. But we never, there's no way to know, right? Like I know the bottom's in. I could say I think the bottom's in. That's different. But you don't want to be like, if someone's telling you I know the bottom's in 100%, buy right now, the bottom's in, right? Like something can happen tomorrow, a Black Swan event, we could dump further. 100% possible. So just be careful. All right. Hopefully we're not frozen. I hope we're not frozen because I haven't seen a chat come through in a bit, and I am getting a spinning wheel here. So hopefully I got 568 in the chat, 344 on the likes, guys. Smash that like button. If you guys want to spin the wheel, pain and pleasure, 15 times, going for 550 likes. We haven't gotten 550 likes in like a year. So smash it up. Let's go. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Sounds crazy, but I think ETH to 30K is possible. I think ETH to 30K is definitely possible, but it's hard to put a time frame on it, right? I don't know. I think it's a stretch for the next bull run unless our next bull run is the absolute regulatory massive bull run. In which case, if we get clear regulation for this next bull run, even if it takes a little longer, I think that will be like the crypto bull run. I think it'll make all the other bull runs look faint. And I think that will be the crypto bull run, and then that's kind of where eventually all the big money gets in, and then it starts to plateau. But I don't know if we're there just yet. I think ETH to 30K is definitely possible. I just don't know when that would happen. A lot of people saying like, oh, ETH killer this, ETH killer that, but everybody's still on Ethereum. The gas fees are horrible on Ethereum. No one's going to use it. Everyone's still using it. If there's all these great alternatives, why isn't everybody just flocking over to that? Why is everybody staying on Ethereum? So anyway. Hopefully I am not, I really hope I'm not frozen. Because I really am not seeing any, I don't know. Chat's frozen, I think. So, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we're still live. Anyway, continuing on here, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these altcoins, starting off with HBAR. Dang, somebody ping me in the chat if we are still live. I might have to pull this up. Let me pull this up on my phone. All right, let's see. I hope we're still live. Yeah, I doubt everybody could coordinate as well not to chat for this long. But hopefully you guys can see me. Let's see. What do we got? Frankie Candles, that's my name. Bada boom. All right, we're still live. That's good. I gotta watch an ad? What a scammer this guy is. This guy has ads on his video? What a scammer. How dare you try to put ads. Okay, Crypto Billy. Not frozen. Okay, cool. Chat's just frozen. Nice. Oh, this is weird. Hey, look, that's you guys. Whoa. Hey. Let's see. Call him Tony. We hear you, Frank. All right, cool. Live here, not frozen. Cool. Shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. He just texted me. Not frozen. You're good, bro. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's move on. HBAR, taking a look. Bing X. All right, so, yeah, I mean, everything kind of looks the same, to be honest with you guys. Got that run up from the value area low into the POC, came out of the POC, and now we're getting rejected. So looking very similar to Bitcoin here. So, yeah, taking a look at the daily VWAP rolling to the downside on HBAR. Not looking as good. 16-hour. Let's see what the 2-day looks like. 2-day green dot confirmed. 3-day not printing the green dot. 4-day not printing the green. 4-day is printing the green dot though. God, the mixed signals are everywhere. All right. Oh, 10-hour blood. Oh, baby, look at this. 10-hour blood diamond. Whew. Last one was a complete and total meltdown. Nice little 18% move. Doesn't mean it's 100% going to play out. This one didn't do anything. But this one did. This one did. This one did. Yikes. This one did. This one did. Yikes. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. That 10-hour blood diamond is typically a pretty bearish signal. Keeping an eye on this, not confirmed just yet. That would definitely be more of a bearish sign. 8-hour printing a blood diamond as well. Definitely more of a bearish sign. 12-hour got it too? No. 6-hour. Yeah. I mean, if you can't get back above this POC, very likely you come back down to those range lows at about 3.5 cents. You will have some saving grace levels here with your fib. Local golden pocket coming in at about 0.037 cents and about 786 coming in at about 0.036 cents. You can watch those levels as well. Zooming out just a little bit here. See if we can get oh no, are we? Yeah. All right. Well, not enough price history here, but yeah, those blood diamonds on those higher hourly time frames are pretty dang bearish. I do have to say so. 6-hour looking to curl back up, taking the 4-hour VWAP coming straight down. This looks pretty bad. Yeah, 2-hour. Yeah, that 2-hour money flow though. Look at the money flow on the 2-hour. This looks good. God, give me a crypto. Use your words. Stop trying to confuse me and speak in backwards riddles. Just let me know, are you going up or down? Unbelievable. All right. I really wish I could get the chat going here. Oh, there we go. It's back. Bada boom. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, God. Dave Digital. Let's see. Any plans to do some copy trades? Get your H-bar stop orders in. Let's go. It's not frozen, but you look like an Asian grandma for some reason. Interesting. I'll take it. Anyway, yeah, that 10-hour, I'd watch that 10-hour blood diamond. That's pretty bearish, guys. But that 2-hour, your bullish case lies on the 2-hour with the money flow coming up here and your momentum. Yeah, watch for that green dot on the 2-hour. You want to remember we are in a bear market, right? So we will spend a lot more time in the red than the green. Might get one of these, come up. Might get one of these where you kind of come up into the green a little bit and then you just come right back down into the red. But higher time frame, that 4-day green dot is there. And you do, it is a bull div too. It is a divergence, yeah. It is a bullish divergence at that, yeah, I don't know. That's very, mixed signals here. Bull div on the 4-day printing, not confirmed. That's the important thing to realize here. You don't have it on the 2-day. Watch that 10-hour blood diamond. That's definitely more bearish. Your daily is cooling off. And then your lower time frames look like you might get a little bit of a bounce here. So maybe you come down, hit that golden pocket, get a little bit of a bounce before that 10-hour blood diamond plays out. But let me go ahead and give you guys some levels here. Let's see. All right. I mean, yeah, those are the levels basically. Yeah, I mean, these are levels I would watch. Your volume profile, let me spawn that real quick. There you go. Major levels of support, right? You have that little spike in volume here, local golden pocket. Again, obviously you got a bounce here and a bounce here. If we lose this level here, if we lose this level, likely we come down to that golden pocket or 786 fib. But once we decisively lose that POC, it will be likely to come down to your range lows. So that's basically, guys, on everything for the most part, obviously with some exceptions. For the most part, it is, if we lose this POC decisively, we are likely going to get a move all the way back down to that value area low, especially with the 10-hour blood diamond. So unless those get invalidated or don't confirm, I would be very, very cautious looking at H-bar. But again, very hard to read. You have a 4-day bullish divergence. So very, very difficult market to read right now. Let's see. It's hard to find around the blockchain videos since they moved them. Yeah, they are on their own channel now. Don't forget to subscribe to Around the Blockchain channel. Also, guys, go sub to Blockchain Basement. TJ is crushing Blockchain Basement. Super, super fun show. A lot of you guys are in there, I know. Shout out to the Godfather in the chat. Let's go. I know this is the best channel. Let's go, Frankie. Oh, no. Shout out to the Godfather. I know this is the best channel. Shout out to the Godfather, guys. Let's go. Shout out to Kelly Kellum. Bing bong. Let's go. Thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you. how do we sign up for the premium Discord? Second to None Gaming. Link in the description. Also, links probably going to get posted by the mods in T-1 second. Boom! That was literally spot on, Rob. We're synced up, bro. Also have a free Discord. Tons of free value in there. If you're not ready to drop the money on a premium, on the premium tier, you can get into the free tier. There is a ton of value in there. I still put my TA in that Discord, and we have a lot of really good traders in that Discord. I still hang out in that Discord. So don't sleep on the free Discord, guys. If you're not ready to drop the money, get in that free Discord. There is a ton of value there. All right, let's go. Continuing on here, let's see. Oh, yeah, follow Blockchain Basement. Don't subscribe. It is different on Twitch. Bing bong. What is up, Biomex? Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Let's continue on here. Here we go. Okay, so there is H-bar. There are some levels I would watch, and not just the levels, basically what I would expect if we lose certain levels, right? So we give you the volume profile, let you know what we're expecting if we lose certain levels. Compound. Yeah, we could take a look at Compound. Here we go. Bada boom. Take a look at that Binance chart. All right. Take a look at the daily. Get a little zoom out here. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, VWAP looking, I mean, this is looking similar to Bitcoin, just flying to the upside with the VWAP. Your 4-day is getting a bullish div, not printing just yet. I would wait for that green dot to confirm before making any trading decisions based off that, but you are getting a nice little local bullish divergence here. Likely, if that confirms, we will likely get a move to the upside. But let's see, 2-day, snake eyes on the 2-day as well. Very, very interesting. That would definitely be bullish as well. 3-day green dot and 3-day bullish divergence is printing. So you are getting some bullish signals here. Pulling up the BitLab trading suite. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Checking out the BitLab trading suite, you can see we came way out of our green wave here with the relative extrema, indicating a potential rubber band back to the upside. We are also getting those bullish divergences on the RSI, stochastic RSI, and OBV. Bullish divergences on all those indicators popping up here on the 3-day as well. So this is typically a pretty bullish sign. Not getting the biggest bottom signal on the significant movements, which I would like to see, but the signs are there. So don't sleep on that. Money flow generally moving to the upside. 16-hour VWAP flying to the upside. Your 10-hour looking to cool off. 8-hour looking to cool off. 6 and 5-hour also looking to cool off. 4-hour red dot looking to print very, very soon. So let's go ahead and pull some volume here. Yeah, we are at our value area high. Did we get no bear divs at that value area high? Disappointing for the people looking for shorts. But yeah, we are below. Yeah, we're breaking. Yeah, we're playing with that value area high. If we lose this value area high, you guys already know the next stop is likely going to be that POC at about 31.64. So yeah, yeah, my money flow on the 6-hour doesn't look too bad either. Money flow coming up, guys. Just in a general, just in a general sense. Again, you want to be very, 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 very cautious in a bear market, but we have money flow coming up on a lot of time frames. Bullish divergences on the higher daily time frames. If there's no bull divs, there's a lot of green dots. This could be a sign that we could be moving up in the near future. However, with your 4-hour and basically your 8-hour and below looking to cool off, I would expect a potential pullback before we got another big move to the upside. Your 15-minute money flow in the red coming back into the green, but you're likely to come back into the red there. Your 24-minute kind of wish-washy. Hard to read right now, guys. Hard to read. But yeah, money flow generally coming out on the lower time frame. So consolidation, sideways, I would say sideways, slightly bearish on a lot of these things before a potential bigger move to the upside. So I'm longer term kind of optimistic, medium term kind of sideways bearish. I will say that. All right, let's see. There was slight bear div on the first time frame you looked at. I don't know what time frame that was. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. We could check regular candles maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, yeah. Nothing really too extreme here. ETH has to break that trend line, grab that liquidity. Shout out to KK. Shout out to Jiren. Shout out to Sexy Fat Bandit. Thoughts on ISO 2022s? Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the main sectors I'm looking to be accumulating for the next bull market. I don't see why you would not want any exposure to the ISO 2022 coins. So, yeah, I'm bullish on them. Bullish on them for sure. The 2 hour a little bit, but barely. Yeah, it's probably also a little bit different on every exchange. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. Little, see if BitLab pulls any bear divs. It may. There you go. Money flow, MFI. Big significant movement. Top signal there as well. But, yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Shout out to John Wick. Continuing on here, that is Compound, a little sauce on Compound. And let's go ahead and move on to Adam. Bada boom. There we go. All right, so Adam, maybe are we looking at my chart? God, why my TA just consistently gets deleted? But let's see here. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a little volume here. Boom. Yeah, so we did come up to our value area high here. We looked at this yesterday. We were looking at Adam, and let's go ahead and pull some levels here. Let me go ahead and line that up a little bit better. And then, yeah, I think this is what we were looking at right here. From this high to that low, not only do you have that value area high, but you also have your 786 up here. So this would have been the area we would be looking to short. This is what we were talking about yesterday. If we could push up into these levels, look for your bearish confirmations and try to catch a little bit of a short. Obviously treating it as a scalp. And then hoping that it hits a little harder just because, if you come up to the 16-hour and the 12-hour, you were getting a money flow crossover into the green, but we are now getting red dots here, indicating a potential further move to the downside. But what do we get here, guys? Not only did we come up to key resistance, right here, this blue box would have basically been the short zone for me, but, oops. Come on. There we go. That would have basically been the short zone for me. We came up, tapped the level almost perfectly. But not only that, you did get the bear div on the 4-hour. This is the bread and butter, guys. Boom. You got your little bearish divergence. Boom. Lower highs on your momentum waves, higher highs on your price action. You could also do this with the RSI if you don't have a paid indicator such as BitLab Trading Suite or Market Cipher. Pulling up the BitLab Trading Suite, actually not seeing the bear div there, but this is, likely you got to move down when you get the bear div into key resistance. This is what you look for. And unlike the Bitcoin trade or potential short we were just looking at, this one was happening at the top of the range, so I would have a little bit more confidence in that. But not only did you have the 4-hour bear div, you also had it on the 5-hour, 6-hour. I think that is slightly a bear div there. And then you had your 8-hour red dot. You also had all these bearish divergences with your higher price action, with your lower momentum waves here. Money flow coming out, 45-minute money flow flowing out for the most part, 15-minute. Rolling back up with your money flow. Taking a look at that 4-hour VWAP below the zero line, money flow deep in the green. So, if you were able to catch a short off of there, we were looking at that yesterday. Nice little 3% move. So you could have easily shorted up here and then got that move to the downside, locked in some profits, moved your stop loss to your entry, and caught a little move. Shout out to anybody who saw that on the live stream yesterday. You're never going to catch it perfectly on that wick. Very rare that you catch the move at the very top like this. But let's just say, for argument's sake, you did get that top, right? You had your stop loss set, right above that short zone. And if you broke that, it would have been likely that, your trade plan would have been invalidated. But if you did get that, you would have been able to hit this thing for about 4%. But even once you came down a little bit, you could have just slammed your stop loss to your break even point, making it a risk-free trade, or you could have moved your stop loss into profit, making it a guaranteed winner. But plenty of room to catch a nice little scalp short off of that. But as of right now, we are now, the time to enter that short was when you were hitting resistance, when you were pumping into the resistance. That's not likely when people like to short, right? When you're pumping into the resistance is when you want to short, but this is when a lot of people think you're going to break out and long. But as of right now, as far as a short, I wouldn't be FOMOing into shorts too hard right now, just because we are sitting at important support, which is that POC coming in at about 1050. Now, if Bitcoin decides to jump and we get a drop down below this level, bearishly retest, and cannot get our head back above here, we could start our journey all the way back down towards that point of control, coming in at about $9.33. If we can hold above this level, and we may just kind of bing bong around here, but I wouldn't be expecting any big moves to the upside until we get above this blue box. And that blue box is coming in between about 1060 and about, that value area high does come in at about 1048. So there you go. How do I set up my volume profile indicator? I do have a tutorial video showing you guys how I set all that up, all my settings. I'm not going to go through it right now, but I will open it up here if you want to screenshot this real quick. These are the settings that I use. 200 row size, 70 value area, and then my style. I mean, this is just colors. And then, if you want to show the value area high and the value area low, just make sure you have VAH, VAL, POC checked off, and then you will get your actual lines. There you go. So boom, definitely check out that video if you have not watched that. I have a bunch of volume profile videos that will explain all of that in detail and actually show you how to trade actually using the volume profile. Shout out to Mossov2. Shout out to Mossov2, first time in the stream. We finally said Mossov could come into the stream. We were keeping them secret because they are the actual originator of the cactus moss water that I drink to get the energy that I have on this stream. So shout out to Mossov V2 for being here. We appreciate you. What is going on? Shout out to Mosso V2. Jimmy with a stimmy in the chat. What is going on, man? Good to see you in here. I appreciate you. But let's continue on and take a look at some more of these altcoins. We got Atom. We got H-Bar. We'll take a look at Solana. Let's check it out. Shout out to Mosso. Solana. I said it's his first time here. Just so you know, Mosso, I know you invented my my energy drink here, the Cactus Moss Water, as Techie and Cactus Moss Water. But just so you know, if you're wondering, what we're talking about your drink that you created. Bro, you're real. I am real. So are you. Mosso V2. Shout out, bro. Welcome to the CandleMafia. You stuck with us now, bro. You can't leave us now. We are a mafia. So, it's kind of, if you want to be in it, you got to be in it, but you can't leave. Anyway, continuing on to Solana here, guys. Taking a look at the daily. Get rid of all of these. Boom. All right. Now, obviously, Solana is a little bit of a caveat with Solana, just because of all its involvement with Alameda and the FTX debacle. However, we have been getting some pretty good price action to the upside, which is nice. Now I'm only down 76% instead of 80% on my DCA bag of Solana. Luckily, I was lightly DCAing in to start with, so I'm not too wrecked. It's not big of amount of money, but I am wrecked percentage-wise for sure. Shout out to Brad Guydell. Let's see. I'm real too. Chemistry, bro, is real. I will say that. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. What's up, Frankie? Sean Keenan says, what's up, Frankie? Do you think it's safe to stake ETH on Binance, or would you not? Are you not a big fan of staking? Love you, brother. I love you back, Sean. I'll say this. I am staying away from any kind of staking for the most part in a bear market. I would give a little bit more leeway to people offering realistic staking rewards. Nothing Nothing like offering 900% APY. Like, I'm definitely not getting involved in any of that, especially in a bear market. But I steer pretty clear away from staking, at least right now. Just with the way I don't like having my stuff locked up on exchanges right now, to be 100% honest with you. I actually just took a bunch off of Coinbase yesterday. I'm not worried about Coinbase per se, but I just did have a lot of money on Coinbase. So I just wanted to, and I'm not, I have enough still on Coinbase to DCA in. I still have enough to DCA in on Coinbase, but I had a lot sitting on there. I wanted to get some off. God forbid anything were to happen, but I don't think, I'm not worried about Coinbase. I just wanted to lock away some of the money. Anyway, when record video, yes, actually, video got edited a little bit late. I will be releasing a video right after this live stream, guys. This video is going to be showing you how you can use AI to find hidden gems. Not only hidden gems, but you could also use it to find good coins for long-term investments and good coins to just trade. And we're using AI to do it. It's a video. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's about token. It's a tutorial intro to token metrics, a super, super useful tool that you can use to find some really, really good projects. It's a really good research tool if you're looking to invest in crypto or get started in crypto. Super useful tool. So nice little intro to that. That will be released tonight right after the live stream. So definitely go check that out. Make sure you have notifications turned on and you're subscribed to the channel if you get any type of value from this. It might be worth it to get pinged if I put out an emergency market update or we go live randomly, or if you, so you don't miss any of these awesome tutorials. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that right after the stream. And then that will also be the video that you have to like and comment on. I suggest you watch it, but I can't track that. I'll be completely frank with you. I'm just being frank, guys. Anyway, like and comment on that video to get entered into the giveaway, and definitely watch it because there's tons of sauce in that video. But let's see. Okay. Let's continue on here for Solana, obviously getting a big move to the upside. VWAP is starting to roll back to the downside. Yeah, VWAP is starting to roll back to the downside. Money flow is starting to come back out as well. So maybe time to cool off here a little bit. We did get some crazy, crazy moves to the upside. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to pull some volume on it. Bing bong. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so testing that POC as of right now. Looking at the 12-hour. Yeah, 12-hour red dot looking to print pretty soon. 10-hour red dot confirmed. But this is, I will say this is looking like this looks like, yeah, this looks like it may start to turn into some bullish consolidation, maybe something like a bull pennant. Before a potential break to these levels, the value area high. But too soon to tell. But money flow on that 5-hour looking pretty good. But you are very, very overbought, right? Above that overbought level on Market Cipher. And then pulling up the BitLab trading. I mean, look at that. That is a top signal, right? And just so you know, if you're using multiple indicators, guys, like this is kind of how you can use them to confirm them, confirm them with each other. Market Cipher is telling me that this is very overbought. We have a confirmed red dot. But let's see what BitLab's saying. Oh, BitLab is saying this is also looking pretty toppy with this big red wave. Volume is all the way up here. And, relative extreme looking to work its way back to the cross that zero line as well. So, they are kind of matching up with each other. But again, you can look at different indicators. I think there's a lot of talk. I get asked this question all the time. What is the best indicator if you had to pick one? Hard for me to say, right? Because not all indicators show you the same thing. It's like if I look at one indicator, it's not because it's better than another indicator. It's because it shows different things, right? Like if I wanted to see order blocks, right, which is a very useful thing to look at, I'm going to look for Lux Algo, right? I'm looking at Lux Algo because Market Cipher doesn't show order blocks. Other things don't show order blocks, right? Their order blocks are actually not showing on this right now because of the way I have the settings. But if I wanted to see fair value gaps, nothing else has this, right? So I use Lux Algo to see the fair value gaps. But if I want to see if we're hitting a top or a bottom, that's when I'm pulling up BitLab Trading Suite, right? I've been loving the significant movements indicator, right? If I want to see if we're getting an extreme move and we're going to get a rubber band in the opposite direction, I'm looking at relative extrema, right? If I'm looking for divergences, I'm checking BitLab Market Intelligence. intelligence. So, you just kind of bounce around, and it's all about finding what works for you. So, there is no end-all, be-all indicator for me. It's all about, things showing different things. Like, if I want to look at order blocks, I can't look at other indicators because they don't show me order blocks. So there you go. Shout out to iChato, pronounced I-Chaw-To. Am I getting scammed here? All right. I'm going to be really careful for future reference. Keep the positive info flowing. Okay. I-Chaw-To. Hopefully I'm not saying something crazy. Shout out to iChato. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will keep that positive info flowing. We do it for the Candle Mafia. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. I like your avatar. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It really does mean more than you probably think. Adil says a trade checklist video, then place a trade. Good idea. I actually saw this in the content request section of the Discord, like a checklist, like, if you're using this indicator, what are you looking for to get into a long? You want to see this, this, and this. I could do a video like that. It's going to be hard to give like a decisive list for certain things because it's kind of hard to just give like an end-all be-all list, but I could definitely do something along those lines to help out. I think I understand what you're looking for. I could definitely make some stuff about that for sure. And then shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Yeah, if you guys want to sign up for Market Cypher, the BitLab Trading Suite, or Lux Algo, first of all, you could check I have videos on all these indicators on my channel that goes much more in depth on how to use them. That way you could kind of gauge which ones you want, or which ones you would gravitate to. And then you could use our links to save some money. We have really good deals I know we have a fire deal on Lux Algo. We have a really good deal on BitLab Trading Suite and Market Cypher as well. So definitely go check them out. And then obviously watch the live streams too, because we pull them all up all the time. I'm always pulling up all different indicators on the show. So, but anyway, on Solana, does look like we could get bullish consolidation here, but it's still a little too soon to tell. But if we do get a break, next level of resistance is going to be the value area high right here, coming in at about $14.77. So that would be your next local level of resistance. Do we have any confluence here? Let's see if we can get any confluence. And you do. You have the local golden pocket right there. So, if we do get another bust to the upside, boom, probably going to bump your head on that golden pocket. Might get through it, test that 786, maybe get a wick above it. But this would be a little freebie here for the Candle Mafia. This would be a decent place to be looking for some shorts. I will say that. At least scalp shorts. So there's Solana. I missed your TA. Are we going over 17K anytime soon? I will say this, going back to Bitcoin real quick. I will say, in order to go over 17K, we have to hold above this POC, which we actually are doing right now. So, yeah, we have to hold above this level decisively in order to make it a plausible move up to about 17K. And then if we do get that move up to 17K, we could potentially break this level and move. Next level I'd be looking at is about 17.3. So I'm actually going to put a level there, 17.3. So if we do get, it does look like we're holding above here so far. If we can get another rip up to the value area high, flip that to support, we could get a rip up to about 17.3, in which case you can see this has been strong resistance. So I would be looking over here for some shorts. But yeah, let's see. Or are we going to get a correction? I will say shorter term. Shorter term, we are getting a red dot on the 4-hour confirmed now. So that is more of a bearish signal. However, we have been getting a lot of VWAP flips, as you can see. So be very careful. Very scammy, sketchy price action right now. It's very unclear what's happening. Plays flutes. We're starting over. Let's go. All right, let's see. Thanks, bro. No problem, also. I don't know if you're thanking me or someone in chat. Market Cypher is awesome, and Frankie has taught me tons on how to use it better. Thank you, Frankie. Kerry Stessel. Shout out to Kerry. Thank you for that so much. Or as they say here in the South, Carrie. I say Kerry. They say Carrie. Your name is Carrie. You carry things in. You get married in January. I say January. carry. You know what I'm saying? We say I get married. I don't get married. I get married. You know what I'm saying? It's not Mario. It's not Mario. It's Mario. January. Mario. Bing bong. Let's go. But guys, I do think we are running out of time here a little bit. We took a look at H-Bar. We took a look at Atom. We took a look at Solana. We took a look at something else too. Did we look at Matic? Somebody correct me if we did. Let's take a look at Matic. I don't think we did today. That's the market cap. Let's see. KuCoin Matic. Bada boom. Let's go. Let's see. Bada boom. Bada boom. Bada boom. Bing bong. Okay, yeah, I mean, a lot of these are coming up to their range highs, guys. A lot of these coins are coming up to their range highs, which means that if you could get strong bearish confirmations, would be good shorts. But it is looking like they might want to push through, right? So it's either breakout time or breakdown time. And as of right now, especially with the money flow on the medium time frames, the 4-hour, the 5-hour, the 12 and the 16 hours do look not as great on Matic. But on a lot of these time frames, you're getting money flow coming up. So you know, short term, it does look like, yeah, confirmed. So you have a confirmed red dot on the 4-hour, but you come down to the 2-hour and you're getting a VWAP flip. When you're getting all these red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot, you're getting all of these to happen. This is, you know, when you get these ranging markets, right? And if you pull up the BitLab trading suite, we didn't really get any unshaded waves here. So this is saying we're toppy. So this is, again, why you want to check other indicators. So we're getting a little bit of a top signal. Things are sketchy out there right now, guys. That green dot could just roll back over. But, yeah, you're not really getting you do have confirmed bear divs here, but now you're getting that green dot. The VWAP flip is looking sketchy. But you do have, you know, you do have your range high here. So we are hitting resistance, right? So we would have to get, you know, a pretty decent breakout here, you know, to get a strong move. Yeah, you do have some levels here. It's going to, I would watch, if we do get a further move to the upside off of this 2-hour green dot, next level I would watch is the 786 at about 82 cents. But, let's see. Hey, Tinder? Oh God, we got the webcam people. I love, yo, Wick says get 'em mods. That's how I feel every time those webcam people come in, or we got a hater coming in chat. I'm like, get 'em mods, get 'em. They're so good. They really are so good. Shout out to Drew Berry and shout out to Wick. Let's see. All right, ugly cup and handle forming. Yeah, looking at something like this potentially. I think is this what you're looking at? Bing bong, something like that. I don't know. Not the biggest pattern guy, especially cup and handles. I typically look at, you know, triangles, wedges, you know, not a big head and shoulder guy, not a big cup and handle guy. But you know, if they're there, they present themselves, I'll look at them, I'll take them into account. But yeah, maybe that's what you're looking at, I'm assuming, something like that. Interesting. We could see where that local gold. We have let's see if we have an area there to bounce off of. I mean, you do have a local golden pocket, a little potential. But you know, again, not the biggest pattern guy. But guys, I think. Yeah, that's not. There you go. Sniper's Nightmare says that's not a cup and handle. And if you guys don't know, Sniper's Nightmare is quite a good trader. And yeah, if he says not a cup and handle, it's not a cup and handle. But yeah, if it is, it doesn't look that clean to me. I'm not, I wouldn't, yeah. I mean, who knows? Again, not a big pattern guy. Let's see. Really sneaky, freaky ninjas, those webcam trolls, I know, but they don't stand a chance against our mods. Shout out to Jessica with the candle emojis. But guys, with all that being said, we got to go ahead and get this wheel spinning. We're running out of time here, and we got to get that wheel spinning. How many likes did we get up to? I don't even think I can I even see? Yeah, I don't know what is going on. My, something's going on. Hey, Crypto Anon in the chat. What is going on, bro? Just in time for those wheel spins. Yeah, guys, my YouTube is frozen. I don't know how many viewers we have. I don't know what the chat rate is. I don't know how many likes we have. So somebody let me know. Rob says not 550. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let me know. Yeah, let me know how many likes we have, and we'll start spinning this wheel. Let's get them. Bing, bong. Bada boom, bada bing. Here we go. Yeah, the Thumbelero, Yeah, saying the mods are supreme. They really are. 461 likes. Dang, we got close. Smash up that like button. We're going for 550 by the end of the stream. If you're on your way out, hit that like button before you leave so we could grow the Candle Mafia into an unstoppable force. I mean, but let's be honest, we already are an unstoppable force. 37,000 likes. We're going to be sitting here all day spinning this wheel. All right, shout out to Crypto Billy. The wheel is sponsored by Crypto Billy, giving us those free books to give away to the Candle Mafia. We broke YouTube again. Let's go. Shout out to Eric. Let's see. Sheesh. Shout out to Supreme 100s. Giveaway, baby. A little crypto giveaway for the mob. Let's go. 477. 500 and Frankie shows calves. Oh, boy. Let's do 589 likes for the XRP Army. Shout out to Mikey L. Boom. Easy 500. Give him another giveaway. We got 3 likes. We got 3 likes, boys. We got 3 likes. I mean, 3 giveaways. No. What? 3 spins. What am I saying? Billy, thank you, bro. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Billy, guys. He's the man. All right. Oh, there it is. Give him a free book. All right. Are we at 500 yet? Oh, is this thing clicking in your ear, guys? I apologize. Bada boom. All right. 500. All right. We got 5 spins, guys. We hit 550 by the time we spin that 5th spin. We'll spin it 15 times. We got 1 more spin left. Give him another giveaway. This is going to be this whole thing is a dub. Smash that like button. We got 550. I'm gonna wait until 718. I'll give you till 718 to give us that 550. All right. We'll do it as a group. If you're watching on your phone, grab your finger and hover creepily. Don't just hover normally. Be like a little weird about it. Hover right above that like button with your finger. And if you are using one of these things, one of these archaic rats, if you're on a computer, I don't know why I just talked trash about mice. I don't know. That was weird. I don't hate mice, guys. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead and hover that right above that like button, creepily though. Like, don't just hover it like that. Like, give it a little rub, and then on the count of 3, on 3, we will smash that like button all at once and hopefully get 550 likes so we can spin the wheel 10 more times. And on 3, we smash that like button. 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button. I can't see them, so you guys are going to have to let me know where we're at. Shout out to Lowe's. This video is sponsored by Lowe's Home Improvement Store. So if you're looking for a new dryer, they have a killer deal on extra large 5 cubic foot capacity Samsung dryers. Great deal. Best deal you'll ever get. And shout out to Lowe's for sponsoring the channel. There we go. Jessica throwing those thumbs in the chat. How do these giveaways work? Dr. Blocks. Basically what we do is we accumulate all these giveaways, all these spins over the week, and then on Friday we do 2 pre-recorded videos a week, whether it's an altcoin breakdown video or a tutorial video or an indicator breakdown, whatever it might be, a strategy video, whatever it is. We do 2 of those a week typically, and then you have to like and comment on either of those 2 pre-recorded videos. You could like and comment on both of them to get 2 entries. And then on Friday, we take everybody who liked and commented, and we put it into a random generator, and we pick the winners that way. So like and comment on the pre-recorded videos to enter in, and also watch the video. I just can't track if you watch it, but I can track the likes and the comments. So that's how we'll be picking them. All right, here we go. Bullish on Parade. Can I win my virginity back? Oh, God. Shout out to Bullish on Parade. Bullish on Virginity. Shout out to you, bro. All right, so I am not seeing 550. We did not make it. Don't sleep in the dryer. Not a good idea. But we have 517 likes, guys. Unfortunately, we're going to have to give it one last spin. We did not get that 550 likes, but that's okay. We got 5 spins and potentially 5 giveaways in a row. Oh, give it to him, baby. All right, there you go, guys. There you have it. We got 4 crypto giveaways and a book giveaway. Let's go. Shout out to the mods, and a special shout out to Crypto Billy for giving those books to the channel to give away. I really do appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the mods, and thank you to the Candle Mafia for tuning in to this live stream that I have no idea if anyone's even watching anymore because I can't see any of the stats on YouTube. Thank you all for sticking around till the end of the video. I appreciate every single one of you guys. That's all the time I got for tonight. I'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB, which is on its own channel now. Remember that. Go sub to the channel. And if you're not sub to my channel, I tell you to hit the like button. I never tell you to subscribe. Guys, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our urgent market updates. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy these jams in the waiting room. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stepping, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in the black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen the rap on the dash. They ain't catching up like I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stepping, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view.
What happened to the music? Oh, hey, whoa, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, sorry. I was vibing to that music. Dang. Oh, God. I didn't know it was gonna stop when encore. This is not an encore. This is awkward. This is embarrassing. Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stepping, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in the black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can't. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the rest. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till I hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up like I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston. Ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog. Like I'm in a big league.